Welcome to the third episode of Forbidden Frames. Let's find out what the challenge is. Are you ready? Okay. Photography style. Fashion-inspired boudoir. That's interesting. I like that. Preparation time. There is no preparation time. Challenge. You must do a boudoir session in the middle of downtown Sanford. Time. You have only 1 hour to complete the session. Equipment. Minolta SRT202, Cont 858D light meter, and film type 35mm color film. Lighting, natural light. Model, you must select a professional model. Passing rules, you must have at least 5 different images to complete this challenge. If you fail the passing, you will have to model for a boudoir shoot at the same location and find a photographer to photograph you. Okay, challenge is accepted. So let's take a look at Minolta SRT202. This is my camera for the shoot, and I have the light meter right here. Very cool. So let's see if we're going to make the history of boudoir photography with Minolta SRT202 or not. The Minolta SRT202 is an SLR fully mechanical 35mm camera. And this camera was released in 1975 and was one of the most popular cameras of that time because of incredible success of its previous model, the Minolta SRT101. This camera was manufactured by Minolta in Japan during the collaboration time between Minolta and Ernst Leitz of Leica. However, this is not a Leitz Minolta CL model, where CL stands for Compact Leica. The CLC on the front of the camera stands for Contrast Light Compensation, a light metering system unique to Minolta. This system uses 2 cells, one at the top and one at the bottom of the camera, to average the exposure. This way, if the sky is too bright, the subject will not be underexposed. The CLC system calculates the contrast between the bright sky and the foreground and provides an average exposure, one of the unique features of Minolta CRT series. By the way, Annie Leibovitz's first camera was the Minolta SRT101, which she purchased in 1969 for her photography class. She is now the most famous celebrity photographer in the world. The current value for the Minolta SRT202 is between $80 and $160. I brought her into a shadow spot, so let me meet her again and see what it shows here. Okay, it shows 125, and depending on which spot I choose for metering, it shows between 125 and 250. So I think I'm gonna go with 125, and then I'll do the 250 of a second and see the difference when we print those images. So in terms of posing, I think more of a fashion style posing would work for this place. So that vibe should kind of appear in every single pose. So maybe it's either like this, like that, more exact. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, that's perfect. Now look to this. Yeah, so I like how the light falls on you. Okay. And I think if you just step back one step, one more step, I just see the highlights falling on her body really nicely from that direction. So and I think it looks really nice. Okay. So here, relax for a second. Be in that pose, but on 3, you're just going to kind of exaggerate the pose because I need to focus. And this is a film camera with split focus, so I need a little bit of effort to put into this process. All right. Okay, I think. Okay, let me do it one more time.
Okay. Same pose?
Yes. I didn't. Okay. Okay. I'm just really worried about my focusing because I tried this camera before and that was the issue I encountered. So we'll see. All right, let's move now closer to the wall and we'll do a couple of posing by the wall. So I was thinking maybe somewhere here.
Okay.
And if you lean like this and bring, can you hold it for a second? And you bring one arm here, one a little bit higher, like maybe somewhere here. Since you have long arms, I think somewhere at the elbow would work for you. It's either like this or like this. And I wanted to pop your hip as much as you can to create that beautiful shape, okay? You can keep the jacket, maybe like, oh, because you have to bring the arms up. Oh yeah, like that that's cool. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, I'll see. I'll go with. Let me meter first. Oops, I moved. Just close. Okay. Over here it shows shutter. My shutter should be 500 of a second. So because it's a brighter spot, I'm going to adjust it to. I'm going to start with 250 of a second shutter and then I'll go to 500 just to compare. Yeah. Bring this hand somewhere here, yeah. I really didn't have much time to prepare for this shoot, so I went to downtown Sanford at 6:30 a.m. to scout for locations. We planned our session for 7:30 a.m. to avoid people, to avoid traffic, but the model was late due to lack of preparation on my end with guidance on wardrobe and stuff like that. As a result, we ended up doing our session after the stores and offices had opened in Sanford downtown. Okay. Look away. Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm. I think I need to be a little bit closer. Let me know if I need to move, okay? Oh, there's a cop. Can you cover yourself? No, nothing is. I'm lower angle, so should be good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just gonna go just in case 500 as well, so the same pose. Uh, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't look. It doesn't look focused. I don't know. Okay, and we're good with this location. I think we can move. Yeah, let's move to another location. I think we're gonna walk or drive there.
Want to walk or drive?
Whatever she's more comfortable with. Oh, let me give her the cover up. Yeah, we can walk if she's having this.
Thank you. I mean, that guy's practically naked.
Yeah, she's saying that guy's practically naked. Running.
I mean, really.
Yeah, that's true. So let's walk.
Okay. How many frames you left?
Right now I'm at 15. So the cops just passed by and they didn't say anything. So I think if the cops didn't say anything, then we should be good. All right, let's move to another place. You're comfortable with this one, right?
You got here your rewinding crank. You just pull it out, and then if you go clockwise, and that's how you're going to rewind your film. And if you pull it out, it's going to open the back of the camera, just like that. Okay, and then here you got your accessory shoe. Over here you got your shutter speed dial, and right here you got your ISO. So if you just pull the shutter speed dial up, and then you can change your ISO. And if you pull it down, just turn it, that's going to be your shutter, changing your shutter speed. And you got here the 60th of a second, this red mark, that's going to be for your flash sync. Over here you got your shutter, you cock it just like that, and then press the shutter. And right here you got your frame counter. And then here you got your timer. So if you just press this timer down, so like that, and then there's a little button over here. If you just press that, that's where your timer is going to start.
What I really liked about this camera is that it is so simple to use. There wasn't much I had to figure out with this camera. I actually had a chance to capture a few shots when Ilyar was testing the shutter, but I didn't see any images from the camera. I also liked the lens that had a split image rangefinder focus and a micro prism focus, which made it easier to see if I had focused properly or not. If you can just hold it in your hand instead, like this. Yeah, and more like exaggerate again. Extra, like if you shoot.
No, because the colors they don't match.
Can you just throw it here? I'll take it. Yeah, I'll do it fast. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oops, hold on. So I'm with 500. I didn't meter. I'll go with 500. I think it's similar. $8,000. Okay. All right, ready? 1, 2. A little bit higher, how you did like first time? Like with your, yeah.
8,000?
Yeah.
I don't, you can try again.
All right, we're good. Or maybe I'll give you yours, so. Because we're going to the spot where no people.
Okay.
And we can just take it off, yeah. Did I cock it?
No.
My biggest challenge in this session was the lack of preparation. I didn't have a strap for the camera and I was using a spot meter, so I was constantly switching between the camera and the spot meter, which meant I had to place my camera on the ground a lot. At one point I almost dropped the camera because I thought it was my spot meter hanging around my neck. Unfortunately, as you may know by now, I need both hands to use a spot mirror because I can't close just one eye and I need the other hand to cover it or physically pull my eyelid down. The second challenge I had was staying still after focusing. I noticed that I have this habit of either focusing then recomposing my image and moving, or focusing then composing my frame and refocusing. So either way, I was messing up my focus. The third challenge was the cops. There were lots of cops around and I didn't know if they would interfere with my shoot or if I would get in trouble because the model was in lingerie in the middle of downtown. So that was stressing me out and forcing me to capture my shots quickly without paying attention to my focus. But it was fun. Yeah, I like that attitude. Perfect. Hold this. Let me just make sure everything is in focus. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You blinked? Okay.
I tried to hold it.
So 250, 2.8. Double checking. Oh, almost dropped my camera. Yeah, still 250 of a second. 250, 2.8. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. I'm gonna change my composition. From here it shows 125. Okay, I'll stick to 250 for now. Bad news. I just noticed that, I noticed earlier, but my aperture changed on my mirror when I was photographing in front of the yellow wall. We have a cop here. And so my aperture changed to 1.8 or even lower, which is why my shutter speed was showing 8,000 or 2,000. And I was kind of a little bit confused, why is it so high? And I didn't pay attention to my meter and my f-stop was below 2.8. Can't remember exactly, but it was very low. So I fixed that and we did the shoot by the next wall, so I hope that will turn out good. But I think if we get a chance to redo those shots, we can do that as well on the way back. But so I like this location because it's very urban, it's very, it's not as pretty, so that's going to be a nice contrast between our gorgeous model and the ugly backdrop. Although it's not that ugly, I like the colors and I like the busyness of this place. And I also like the idea of the staircase, which helps us with posing. So, for example, we can lean against it, like here, like that, or we can go even for some fun poses. I don't know, you can come up with something like, you know, like type of motion. We can lean, like seat. If you don't mind, if it feels like a little bit dirty for you, we will skip that. But I think mainly those leaning, because we haven't done any leaning forward poses with our previous locations, I think that would look cute, okay? All right, so, and a cop was passing by, but our model was completely covered, so I hope he's not gonna come back and we're not gonna get in trouble for that, so I don't know, but maybe we can use a blazer, do you think, or it's fine?
That's fine.
All right, so that's the only thing that is kind of challenging for me today is that we're in downtown, we're in the city center, we have cars, cops, people passing by, school buses, and I don't really want my model to, you know, expose herself to all these people, and I don't want to get in trouble for that, which is why I think that's the biggest challenge for me, and also the focusing part, which I'm just worried a little bit about it. Okay. So let's see how we can pose. Don't take it off yet. Don't take it off yet. I'm going to meter, I'm going to focus, and then we'll see. Although I had some out of focus photos, I was very, very pleased with the final images. And despite having only 36 exposures of Kodak Gold, I managed to capture 10-15 excellent and diverse images, which is quite rare nowadays. I love the tones and colors of the images. The style and overall look evoke the nostalgic feel of the mid-70s.
So again, you put up the winding knob and push it up. It's gonna open the back of the camera. This is what it looks like. So while this is up, you're gonna put in your film, just like that, and then push it down so it will lock the film over here. And then just pull it. And you got this thing over here, and it just has these latches. You want it to sort of just stay there. I'm doing this in reverse, so it's a little bit harder. Excuses all the time. Okay, and then once you see it's actually stuck here, that's where you know, okay, you're good to go. And you want to make sure the winding knob is turning when you're advancing the film. Right here, you see it's turning. Okay, and then you're ready to close it. Just do like 2 shots. I did too many. And then close the back of it. And over here, where it says film, and there's this orange indicator, and this pretty much indicates that there's a film in the camera. So without the film, you don't have this little orange mark over here. Okay, let's say we took all our shots. Now we got the shots. I'm making sure the winding knob is turning, so I know I'm actually advancing the film. And then once you're done, you just press this release button, and with the winding knob, I'm gonna go, if I go this way, going to be clockwise. Okay.
One key takeaway from using this camera is that stunning images can be captured with an affordable setup. We spent about $100 on the camera and film, and the photos turned out beautifully. However, I wish I had a battery for my camera to test and utilize Minolta CLC metering system. If the in-camera light meter had been functional, the shoot would have progressed more quickly and yielded more precisely focused images. Additionally, a camera strap would have enhanced the overall photography experience for me. All these enhancements are simple and inexpensive fixes that could have been addressed with better preparation. Okay, I think this is the second trial that we did with this set. Because my first one was wider. Well, it's nice, I like it. The exposure is very good. It's not too dark, it's not too bright. Wow. I like this one a lot. I like how the shallow depth of field in this photograph. The foreground is also very, very blurry. I think she's in focus on this one. I think that's when I didn't move it completely. Like I was just focused and I was steady. I was not recomposing. What did I change here? My shutter was different?
You changed the shutter, yeah.
Okay. But the difference is very, very little. This is nice. Wow. She looks so beautiful in the images. I have a nice foreground here. This is a little bit blurry. Curious why. I think this is in focus now.
For this shoot, we spent $80 on the camera and lens, $10 on 35mm film, about $30 for processing, print, and scanning, $200 for the model, and $25 for some great after-shoot coffee and croissants. The total cost for this session was $345.
Overall, I had a great experience with the Minolta SRT202, and I definitely want to try the other models, especially the popular SRT101. These are the final images I selected for my upcoming book, Forbidden Frames: 100 Years of Recreated Boudoir Photography History. For this session, I didn't need any retouching or editing, and I love the images as they are. I can confidently say that today we made boudoir history with Minolta SRT202. If you want to watch the entire episode along with other complete episodes on boudoir photography with film cameras, visit the link and subscribe to BIB TV. We offer all possible courses on boudoir photography, making us the largest and most comprehensive boudoir photography platform in the world. And don't forget that at Believe in Boudoir, we created the most advanced learning system called Watch More, Pay Less, where we start you off with the minimum payment, and if you keep watching, you keep unlocking more access and duration all the way to unlimited lifetime access for no additional payment. You can learn more in the description. Hope to see you guys next week with another episode of Forbidden Frames featuring another model, another camera, and another boudoir challenge with a film camera. Believe in Boudoir.